Hello, everyone. I have missed you all while gone in my isolation, but while gone, I had watched the news boil up around us. News of William Barr's inquisition in the Senate Judiciary Committee has taken hold of the American media, and while they had focused so heavily in the witch hunt that is the Russia-Trump collusion and obstruction debacle, real things were happening. Venezuela has erupted into chaos and civil war, and the subject of today's video, Christians in Sri Lanka have sought revenge in response to the Easter bombings. Now, before I go on, I bet you all are looking for an explanation as to my appropriate but no doubt religious attire, made exquisitely by Pencil Cookie. Twitter link down below. Well, there are two reasons. One, with my constant criticism of Ilhan Omar, this seemed like an appropriate jab at the identity politics she is playing while poised on her seat in the House of Representatives. After all, the Spanish Inquisition was pushed after the Moors had left Spain. The Inquisition inquired as to whether or not the people were secretly Jewish or Muslim. So it's satire. Additionally, some find religious leaders good people to talk to. Some don't. Occasionally, while doing some of my food for thoughts based in a system of morals and ethics one could link to Catholic teachings, I will use my avatar there as well. But everyone go and give Pencil Cookie the love she deserves for making this beautiful drawing. Now, onto the story. The Daily Mail reports 2 arrested and social media shut down as 400-strong Christian mob attacks Muslim shops in Sri Lankan town hit by Easter bomb. Now, if you remember, about 2 weeks ago, we talked about the horrific suicide bombings in Sri Lanka, where approximately 300 people were killed while attending Easter service. Allegedly, the groups that have taken responsibility for the bombings were the National Tawhid Jamaat (NTJ) and the JMI. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. And thus, the Islamic State also has claimed responsibility. But according to the police chief, all suspects in Sri Lanka bombings are either arrested or dead. So that should give the people in Sri Lanka a bit of peace, right? No, absolutely not, apparently. After all, the title of the Daily Mail article states 2 were arrested and social media was shut down as 400-strong Christian mob attacks Muslim shops in Sri Lankan town hit by Easter bomb. It also states mostly Catholic mob vandalized Muslim-owned shops in Negombo, Sri Lankan group of around 400 seen rampaging through the streets of the seaside town. 2 people arrested after the clashes that police said started as a drunken brawl. Curfew in place with Facebook and WhatsApp turned off as troops hit the streets. Well, let's read and see if we don't get more information. 2 people have been arrested in Sri Lankan town after Christians attacked Muslim shops. Residents say the mostly Catholic mob... Well, hold on. Are they Catholics or are they Christians? It's a big difference. The mostly Catholic mob stoned and vandalized Muslim-owned businesses in the seaside town of Negombo, where a suicide bombing targeted a Catholic church last month. Social media was shut down and extra troops deployed onto the streets, and hundreds were reportedly involved in violence over the weekend. It is unclear how the dispute began, but most witnesses said a private dispute took a religious turn. A gem seller said around 400 people rampaged in the streets, bombarded his shop with missiles, basically handheld projectiles, rocks, and some took precious stones kept in showcases. He said the violence started as a drunken private brawl, but refused to name the parties involved. The Sri Lankan government also blocked some social media sites overnight, including Facebook and WhatsApp, quote, in order to control the situation, unquote. The Information Department Director Nalaka Kaluwewa said. The block was lifted early on Monday. So real quick, I want to address the information being presented here. I do not condone the unlawful action of anyone, regardless of political or religious affiliation, to go and infringe on the rights of others, whether that is by violence, protest, stealing, or assault, or any other such action that may stop somebody from enjoying life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness whilst under the same scrutiny. If it was a drunken brawl turned wrong, it must have been one hell of a party to get 400 Christians, Catholics, to go and start ransacking Muslim-owned stores. Furthermore, the state censoring of social media was a dangerous play, and a weird one at that, especially considering the possibility that police could have done something similar the day of the bombings, because, we know they had advanced knowledge. They could have blocked social media for a way to stop collaboration, so it's a bit weird that now they decide to put their foot down, and for a remarkably small amount of people. 400 really isn't a lot, well, not for a riot squad. Anyway, back to the article. Catholic churches were closed for a second weekend, and Muslims are under security surveillance and subjected to hate comments on social media. The head of Sri Lanka's Catholic Church appealed for calm after the sporadic violence between Christian and Muslims. Archbishop of Colombo, Cardinal Malcolm Ranjith, in a video message circulated on social media, appealed for calm. So far, we have dealt with our problems with patience and wisdom, and I ask everyone to continue in that manner, he said. And that is a good message, so I'm going to end the story on that note. There are some small details about the history of religion in Sri Lanka mentioned in the article, but I don't want to detract from the message of peace and wisdom asked for by the Cardinal. But guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon.